Hello people of YouTube, it's Deepak here, and welcome to DCS World 2.7.17 and Eagle Dynamics F-16C Viper module. Welcome to bonus video number 3, Coordinate Systems and Conversion. This is going to be a pretty short video, just demonstrating how you can convert from lat long into MGRS in the F-16. So, without any further ado, let's jump into the cockpit. And I first want to take this opportunity to remind everybody of the way that steer points work in the F-16. The F-16 is quite an old aircraft, or at least the navigation systems are pretty old school. It has the ability to store 99 steer points, however they're broken down into blocks for specific purposes. Now steer points 1 to 24 are normal steer points used for navigation, and they form your flight plan. Steer point 25 is for the bullseye. Steer points 26 to 30 are for mark points. 31 to 54 are for lines that you can draw on the HSD. These would usually be used for things like forward line of troops and stuff like that. 56 to 70 are used by the pre-planned threats, threat rings that you see on the HSD. 71 to 80 are data link mark points. 81 to 89 are open and unused by the system, however you can enter whatever data you want into them and use them kind of like scratch pads. And 90 to 99 are reserved for the harpoon, however our version of the F-16 doesn't have the harpoon integrated, and so these are also in effect open. You can enter whatever you like into that block, but they will never actually be used by the navigation system. Now, we can do conversion from lat long, which is the standard in the F-16, into MGRS in a read-only mode, but this can only be done for steer points 21 to 25. So that's normal steer points 21 to 24, and the bullseye at steer point 25. It can also be converted to MGRS. So, how do we do this? Well, let's press 4 on the ICP to get to the steer point page. I'm just going to focus down just now so we get a nice zoomed in view. And of course, as you can see here, as by default, everything is in lat long. We can go through all of these different details and they're all editable. And we can use the rocker to go through the different steer points. Or we can actually type a number directly into here. Let's go straight to steer point 21, which is currently not in use. And it's the first one that you can actually convert from. So, let's actually enter some details into this. I'm going to jump into the F10 map, and I'm just going to choose a random location. Let's choose the mouth of this little river here. And at the top left, I've got the full lat long. Actually, let me remind myself, is this decimal we need? Yep, we need decimal. Okay, in that case, I will need to switch my coordinate system. Now, I can do this if I jump into the controls. It's actually, is it the F-16 sim controls? I can't remember. Toggle coordinate left alt and Y. So left alt and Y, there we go. And here we go, this is decimal lat long. This is what the F-16 uses by default. So we're going to take this. This is north 37, 30, decimal 044, and easting is going to be, it's always starting with a leading 0, 035, 31 decimal 026, and we have an elevation of 717 feet. Great, okay, we've got all of that information. We're now going to go ahead and enter it. So I just dauber down until I've got the lat, and I'm going to go northing 3 7 3 0 0 4. Enter. We've got that. Dauber down again, and we're going to go easting 035 31 decimal 026. Having the 0 offset like that on the F-16 always puts me off. I'm always looking at the wrong place for that. And dauber down, and we've got elevation of 717 feet. Enter. Excellent. Okie dokie. So we now have this. This is a perfectly standard lat long. What we can do is, if we just have the steer point selected, I dauber right, and I wait 3 seconds. Boom! And there we go. We've got full MGRS out of that now. So yeah, we've got the grid, the square, the east and north numbers, and the elevation. This sadly is read-only in the F-16. The only thing that I can actually edit here is the elevation. If I go here and start... Oh, okay, that is very interesting, because previously I was led to believe that this was not editable. Let's... alrighty. Have I just been proven wrong? I think I've just been proven wrong. And how would I do the squares? That's going to be interesting. Maybe we can't do the squares. Huh. I just daubered right again. It regenerated these. Okay, so apparently it actually is possible. That's very, very interesting. So yeah, you can actually edit the figures. You can't actually edit the rest of this, I don't think. But yeah, pretty cool. And then if I sequence away from that and then back, it's immediately going to give me it in lat long again. I would then need to dauber right again, and I'll get into MGRS. And this is primarily used to give to pass coordinates to other units if for whatever reason they're using MGRS. So there you go, a pretty short one, a pretty simple one. I hope that you all found that interesting. A little refresher on how steer points work in the F-16. I just want to quickly call out the Deep Hacks ground crew. Thank you very much for joining and for supporting me. So that's a quick shout out to Channel Right, Frantic Stone, Storm Kimbari, Byron Farrow, Leo Netzel, Harish Rajan, and Pink Floyd. Thank you all so much for your support, and anyone else who wants to join Deep Hacks ground crew, you can do so by clicking the join button below. Otherwise, as always, please subscribe, like, and comment. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you all next time.